Mervyn King is first up this evening, taking on an Irish qualifier. I caught up with him on the golf course a little earlier. Well, Mervyn, new surroundings, a new tournament. You're like the new kid at school, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've made a debut in competitions.
What about this double to start format? Is it something you're used to?
Used to be years ago. I haven't played a double start tournament or game of darts for probably 25 years now. So it's a little bit daunting, but I like my 32, so it shouldn't be too bad.
I was going to say, you've selected 32 to get off on, have you? And then what's the plan? Straight up tops? And
yeah, I'm not too bothered about trying to go for the 9 darter, so obviously you can't when you start with double 16. To me, every leg and every match counts, and that's what I want to win. So.
You're into the top 32 in the world now. I think you're 27. That's incredible after less than a year after you move over.
Yeah, I must admit when I made the move, I was planning on after 12 months being around about the top 32, but gone inside it, so I'm extremely pleased. And
tonight you're up against an Irishman. The crowd are going to be against you. How do you handle it when you're the one they want to lose?
You just try and block it out, and concentrate on what you're doing. I've got a job to do up there. Same as John has, but I just try and block it out and concentrate on what I've got to do.
With Taylor going out, people are looking at your half of the draw now, and it could be, if you get past tonight, Raymond van Barneveld, and people are saying the winner of that match, it could be their week. How do you feel about that? I know you're not one that plans ahead, but there's got to be a little thing in the back of your mind, hasn't there?
You just take each game as it comes, each match as it comes. If you start looking too far ahead, then they're the stumbling blocks, and you're not concentrating on what you've got to do. So I just take each one as that comes and see how we go.
You don't mind getting booed, you don't mind getting jeered at tonight?
Bring it on.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Mervyn King's had a terrific year so far since his big switch over from the BDO to the PDC. Said he was going to wear earplugs tonight to block out the crowd. Doesn't look like he's got them in at the moment, but we saw Raymond van Barneveld wear them and then discard them at one stage. Looking very close in there. He looks like he has got them in, doesn't he? Very tight. We're taken in there. So he's trying to block out the crowd. Barney-like with earplugs. Will that work? Good crowd, you can see. And they're all making the way in from Dublin, from the offices and factories around the city. And we're expecting around about 900, probably around about 500 in there already. They've had to open up the back so that even more people can cram into the City West. Let's pick up commentary then with Dave Lanning and Sid Woodell.
Well, here we are, and an Irish man in the game always gives that bit of frisson. He looks big enough to be in Brian O'Driscoll's scrum, and here is the king from Yarmouth. The Ballymena Beanpole gets it going for the Green Day.
Yes, and he's no mug, this guy, 3 times former national champion. He beat John McGowan, who made such an impact on this tournament in recent years in the All-England qualifiers. But King here, we heard him tell our colleague Dave Clark that he's not used to the double, or at least not for the last 25 years, the double start. A reminder to our customers, it's best of 3 sets, 5 legs to a set, 501 the discipline. And you can see from our graphic the darts that King has missed at doubles. We will record them so you can see just what kind of trouble they're in. That's 6 he's now missed.
Interesting here in the debate between Eric and Rod there about the importance of the format and Taylor's demise. I think it was secondary, but only about 60-40 secondary. So the much fancied King is away. No, he's not away. That was on the wire.
No score.
Oh, whitewash on the cards then. This will make the lads and lasses here in Dublin happy. 43-year-old from Ballymena beat Mr. McGoo. That's John McGowan, who started here in the years, Dave, to qualify.
And Mervyn King, who is a class performer, having all kinds of trouble getting off the mark.
No score.
That's that 12 darts. And Elder here, 43-year-old qualifier, has made the kind of start he would have been dreaming about.
And if his graphic goes any further westward, it'll end up in Cork. Away. Sigh of relief. We were running out of little arrows.
Well, Elder's down at the finish 102. Treble 17 would leave in the ball, but he's under no pressure at all for it, which is why he stayed up there on the 20s.
78.
So he's left himself double 12, and King, thanks to that stuttering start, is in trouble early on.
First man at 3 legs gets the set, but you only need 2 sets, so 6 inspired legs here. The King of Connemara here. Wow! And that crowd will be tossed up soon. The Irishman keeps going like this. What a start.
Now, King will want to pick up his doubling, and he does. Has found range, has found the line, and he's off and running now with a vengeance. This is John Elder, throwing a 22-gram unicorn dart. 1 leg up, and looks very confident on his doubling.
That's the key to this game. Andy Smith looked good on the doubles yesterday, and he's into the groove now. And these darts, he actually designed these darts that you're seeing in woodwork, metalwork class at school. They've been refined a bit by Data Dart, Mervyn's darts,
60.
and they've got this very strange 3 scallops, which you'll see when he comes up. Very odd shaped darts. There you see the 3 scallops down the barrel, and nearly a maximum.
Yes, the barrels have got grooves for the fingers, as you can see, as Sid was explaining. He also has a unique little twirl before
100.
he releases the dart. We'll see that, I'm sure, when we go zooming in. You see the little twirl there.
From Great Yarmouth, what a talent, former world master, quarter-finalist US Open in the last 12 months, and quarter-finalist in the World Match Play at Blackpool. But this lad is crisp. Is he ever? Ooh, lovely darts, not phased by the occasion.
So King on 90 might go for, yes, went for treble 18, then treble 12.
50.
And Elder on 158. This is a difficult finish. If he could manage it, it would really set him up beautifully. Possibilities.
Badly pulled the last dart. So he looks as though he could be rooking and scrumming with the best of them. This guy, 6'3", tops to level a ship. A red bit. Badly pulled, double 10.
Game shot on the second leg.
No bother.
Third leg is shown to throw. Game on.
So it is Elder with the darts, getting away again. Second dart, very consistent thus
60.
far. And King will be anxious to make the kind of start he did in the last leg.
Yes. And nearly reached the real big time with a different camp. Nearly became world champion, Mervyn King. But for me, sometimes suffers from what we would call Harrington's disease, when he tried far too hard and lost his rag with himself, sometimes in the big time. They're all here. Kings for a day, out of the darts in Dublin. Hottest ticket this side of the water. Finding the range nicely though now, and the man in gold.
100.
And Mervyn King has done the difficult job since he's joined the PDC. He's had to qualify for all the events, and he has done so, and that represents a considerable achievement, Sid.
58.
He's had to work hard. He's had to grind his way into the big time.
Well, earlier on, when he was 20, he got dartitis, lasted for 2 years, and unlike the great Prix, who never quite got over it, got to finals, world finals, never quite got over it. Mervyn claims a complete and utter recovery. That was when he was 20.
100.
Should explain to any newcomers to our sport that dartitis is a kind of form of darting yips, where a player cannot release the dart, and it's psychological. Nobody really has come up with the answer or a cure.
And this time for the first ever, it's in the official Oxford English Dictionary as a disease. Not far off the treble 19 there.
171 for Mervyn King. Can't finish. Looking across. Got to switch direction. 18s now, perhaps.
57. John, you require 82.
Here we go then. Bowls the shot. Now he wants 70 because he had the 25 there. Tops for the lead. Oh, no bother! Fine Irish eyes are smiling.